Hi everyone, this is Lisa from Happytohook Creations, and today is Sunday, the 7th of May. Oh my gosh, the 7th of May. I wanted to get on here to share some trivia for last month, which would have been April's movie classics for the Classicmoviecal. So last month I picked Easter Parade and Ten Commandments because last month was Easter. So I've got those two right here. Oh, I always push the wrong button. Hold on, let me go back. I sure did push the wrong button and it got all weird. Okay. Okay, so these were the two movies that I picked for April. Easter Parade, Ten Commandments. They were really great. I'm going to try to hold this up because I was looking at my hat that I made and I thought this one would be really good. Well, for either one, but especially because it's got those colors in it for Easter Parade. So that will be my entry. And I wanted to show you what Amanda made. I just dropped something. 10 Commandments. So we see, are we looking, see the 10 Commandments? Look at her bag she made. Look at that. I don't know what's the, there we go. So she just used variegated yarn. I think it's kind of cool how it turned out. She did not color. she did not color control this. She just crocheted and that's just kind of how it ended up. And I told her it's very unique. She's made me a bag. I have a whoops, I almost dropped that. I have an orange one. And I'll take a picture of this and put it on Facebook. So this is mostly for people who don't have Facebook or, you know, don't look at it every day, but this is hers. It's super thick. She makes a lot of these bags. And I just love it. But she made me one and it's orange and yellow. And oh my gosh, I've already used that thing up so much because I can fit my laptop in there for work. So it's really great. Anyway, so those are just a couple of things that we made that I thought would match really well with the colors that we're doing. Now, let me go and show you this. Oops. It just doesn't want to cooperate. Hold on, because I've got them right there. All right, so if you follow me on Facebook, you will have already seen the classic movies that I picked. And it's hard to believe that these are classic movies, but they are. Oh my gosh. One's from the early 80s and the other one is from the 70s. So May 4th is actually, they call it Star Wars Day, or May the 4th be with you. So of course, you guys know how I feel about my science fiction. I love Star Wars and Star Trek. And so the first movie that I picked for May is Star Wars. And the second one, The Princess Bride, which is oh my gosh, I just love that movie. It's hilarious. We watch that movie a lot in this house. So yeah. So again, it is Sunday. I just feel like my hair is just I had to sorry guys, but you know, when I got out of the shower, it's still wet. It's been hours. I mean, I'm used to it, but I don't like that it drips down my neck. I thought I had, because it's all the water's going down in this one little area and it's just making me a little crazy. So yeah, sorry. So anyway, gosh, darn it. Oh yeah. So, The Princess Bride, we watch that a lot in this house. My kids, I mean, I think they have them all memorized, even my grandkids. Cameron just loves that movie so much. He's so funny. Anyway, so the movies, I do have trivia about the movies for April, which was, of course, Easter Parade and the 10 Commandments. So, and thank you everyone who's been posting pictures on Facebook, and you also send them to me. So when you send me the picture in an email, I will share that with our Facebook group. They love seeing them. And I think you guys are all super talented anyway. So we would love to see your work. Oh my goodness. You need to head on over there and answer that one question to be a member of the private Facebook group, because everyone shares their works. They're very uplifting. It's wonderful. So head on over there if you haven't already. So again, it is May 7th. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you both. I hope you've enjoyed your weekend, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. Be safe and have fun. So I got a lot. So I printed up some of the pages and I put some highlights by the ones that I thought you guys, and this is 10 Commandments, you guys. I mean, there's a lot of pages here. So I'm not going to read all of this, but I thought some of the interesting parts that I would share with you guys. And I'll do the same for Star Wars. Now, if at any time this is like boring you, or you don't want to watch it, or you want to read them all yourself, go to the international, I keep wanting to say international, the Internet Movie Database. I don't know why I wanted to say that. But yeah, it's a really great website, and you just enter the movie that you're interested in. Just be sure to watch for the years, because, so many movies anymore are being remade. So just make sure that you have the year that you want. Or sometimes if you just want to explore, do it. Like 10 Commandments. Cecil B. DeMille made one like in 1923 before he did, or 33. It's been a while. It's in here. I'll share that with you. So I'm going to do, this one was like 3 pages. I took 3 pages from this one and just took a few things out of the movie. So this one is Easter Parade, which was released in 1948, which was the year my mom was born. My mommy was born in 48. Okay, so, and again, I just printed this off from that website. And anybody can get on there and just read it if you want. I'm just trying to see. I've got several, so hopefully this won't be a long one. But if you're interested in classic movies and the trivia, I'm getting ready to share that with you. Okay, so the first one that I highlighted, it says Gene Kelly was originally scheduled to play Don, but he broke his ankle when he stamped his foot in anger after losing a volleyball game. It was his suggestion that he be replaced by Fred Astaire. Sid Charisse was up for the role of Nadine, but a torn ligament in either one or both of her knees forced her to drop out, and she was, of course, replaced by Ann Miller. And it says Ann Miller had to perform her biggest numbers in a back brace. In an interview with Robert Osborne, she revealed that she had been thrown down the stairs by her then husband, Reese Milner. She was also pregnant at the time and was in a lot of pain. I just could not imagine that. I mean, so yeah, he was, not a very, oh, goodness gracious. We're not even going to get into that. But yeah, she was thrown down the stairs by her husband, and she was pregnant. Judy Garland's husband, Vincent Minnelli, was originally slated to direct, but her psychiatrist advised them not to work together. That's interesting. The shedding feathered gown worn by Judy Garland when she dances with Fred Astaire in one number is an inside joke reference to Ginger Rogers' problematic gown dancing with Fred Astaire in Top Hat in 1935. An ostrich feather broke loose from Ginger Rogers' elaborate gown and stubbornly floated in midair around Astaire's face. So, and I have heard this one several times. I really love when Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire, I love all their movies together. They're just so great. But this movie, Easter Parade, it was MGM's highest grossing film of 1948, which I thought was pretty cool. All right. What else did I thought was interesting? Oh, there it is. The dye from the feather on Judy Garland's hat in Fella with an Umbrella. The song, it ran all over her face and her jacket. So they had to coat it with Vaseline. And it says the feathers look different in 2 different shots. Now, I haven't checked this, but you better believe I'm going to. Okay. So this movie, Easter Parade, was Ann Miller's first film for MGM under a new contract. And it doesn't say anything in here, but when Ann Miller first, I think when she made her first movie or first performed, she was underage, and not a lot of people knew that. But she was like, I don't know, 13 or 14, but she was tall, she could dance, and she was gorgeous. So, but yeah, not a lot of people knew that she was underage. Ann Miller danced with pinched nerves in her back. She was also taller than Fred Astaire. So she offered to wear ballet slippers instead of heels when she danced with him. This can be seen towards the end of the movie. When she finishes the number, the girl on the magazine cover, Miller goes behind the curtain wearing red high heels. When she comes back out in front of the audience to entice Astaire to dance with her to their old song, It Only Happens When I Dance With You, she's wearing red flats. So, and like I said, Ann Miller was tall, so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Frank Sinatra was originally cast as Jonathan Harrow III. It's just kind of crazy when you think of people who might have played a part in a very significant movie. It's so crazy. Fred Astaire was 49 years old in real life at the time of the film's release. Judy Garland was 26. The original title for the song Easter Parade was called Smile and Show Your Dimples. So, yeah, so I thought those were kind of cute. So if you want to, like I said, get on the IMDb, and there's just so much information. But if I read it all, we would like be here forever, I promise you. Because there's so much interesting stuff. And also another thing, if you guys are not familiar with this website, so once you get on there and you enter the movie, so you're going to enter Easter Parade, it'll come up Easter Parade like 1948. And then when you click that that's the movie that you're interested in, when you scroll down, it's going to show you who was in the movie. So just click on, you know, each actor's face, and it'll tell you even more, but specifically for that actor. It's really cool. Okay, so this one is 10 Commandments, and I'm not going to read everything, but man, because there was so much stuff. But I put, like I said, I read all of it, and then I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Let me share that with you. Okay, so the first one was Martha Scott, who played Charlton Heston's mother in this movie, and Ben-Hur was only 10 years older than he was. So they were only 10 years apart, and she played his mom not once but twice. While screening Sombrero in 1953, Cecil B. DeMille was using a screen test for Nina Folk. He spotted Yvonne DiCarlo and reportedly said, "That's the face that I've been looking for as Moses' wife." That's pretty cool. And this part I thought was interesting. Edward G. Robinson said Cecil B. DeMille saved his career by hiring him for this movie. Robinson had been almost blacklisted for his left-wing political activism, and offers of work had dried up as a result. DeMille hiring Robinson for this movie undermined the Hollywood blacklist. So kudos to him. This was one of the few of his own movies that Yul Brynner loved. According to his son, Rock Brenner, Yul Brynner was proud of his performance and very proud of being in the film. He regarded it as the biggest film ever made, forever. And I thought that was cool. Whoops. Okay, stars or actresses, I guess, actresses. Anne Baxter and Yvonne DiCarlo were thrilled to be cast against type. Baxter saw the role of Nefertiti as a great chance to display her sex appeal, and DiCarlo was excited by the fact that her favorite director had chosen her for a serious role. Produced at a then staggering cost of $13 million, it became Paramount Pictures' highest grossing film at that time, and for many years it ranked second only to Gone with the Wind as the most successful movie in Hollywood history. That's cool. Okay, so Nefertiti was originally slated to be played by none other than Audrey Hepburn. Producer and director Cecil B. DeMille reluctantly decided to pass on her after she was judged too slender. And then Anne Baxter was also a contender to play Sephora. Isn't that crazy? I can't see anybody else playing that but Yvonne DiCarlo. So, Vincent Price said, I felt that if I hadn't worked in a Cecil B. DeMille picture, I really wasn't a movie actor. I know that Judith Anderson and Edward G. Robinson all really felt the same way that I did. So that's pretty cool. So apparently he was really good to work with. Cecil B. DeMille ended his career with his most expensive production and biggest commercial hit. The film runs just over 3.5 hours, but 10 Commandments aren't mentioned or shown until the last 20 minutes of the movie. Isn't that interesting? Charlton Heston and Anne Baxter were born in 1923, the year in which Cecil B. DeMille released the first 10 Commandments. So it was 1923. Yvonne DiCarlo died in 2007. Charlton Heston died in April 2008. Nina Folk died in December 2008. And all three of them lived to the age of 84. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see. There were some other ones. Oh, here's another one I thought was good. In her 1976 autobiography, Intermission, A True Story, Anne Baxter wrote that she wore a skin-dyed bra and a skin-dyed G-string underneath the most revealing of her costumes. She also said that her first scene with Charlton Heston was the one where Nefertiti, Nefertiri kneels beside Moses and embraces him. Her enameled Egyptian collars were warmed before they were placed on her so that she wouldn't get goosebumps. That's interesting. She brought her 5-year-old daughter, Katrina, to see the filming of the scene in which she convinces Sephora to leave to Midian. One of the few times she heard DeMille laugh was when a female extra in the Ethiopian tribute scene was caught mumbling in the far end of the set. And DeMille suggested that she share her remarks with the rest of the people there. And the extra explained, I was just wondering when that old SOB was going to let us go to lunch. So I don't know why. I guess they thought that was interesting because the daughter was there and she was only 5 years old at the time. But again, people just said that he was absolutely wonderful to work with. So, I mean, that's a good thing. Renowned Academy Award winner and director Steven Spielberg claimed that he considers the parting of the Red Sea scene the greatest special effect in movie history. Now, you got to remember, this movie was made in the 50s, so it definitely was. And that is, another reason why this movie did so well was, this movie was based on the Bible, Moses. So no movie had been made to this, to this height at the time this movie was made. Cecil B. DeMille was disappointed in the performance of Joshua and the lack of research into the role by John Derek. He said that he knows absolutely nothing about the Bible, and he was extremely disappointed and was going to think about recasting him, but he didn't, which is good. I think he did a good job. Let's see. Oh, see? So this one I even underlined because this was important. This is the only movie based on a Bible story to be nominated for an Academy Award for Best Picture. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how updated this is, but that might still be standing even now. That's pretty cool. Okay, so this one I thought was also interesting. By the time they appeared in this film, 4 cast members had been nominated by the Academy Award, and one of them won it. Anne Baxter in 1947, Best Supporting Actress winner, and 1951 Best Actress nominee. Nina Folk was Best Supporting Actress. Martha Scott, who played Moses' mom, and Dame Judith Anderson. Now, Judith Anderson played Mrs. Danvers in Rebecca, one of my favorite movies. I love that one. After this film's release, 3 cast members won Academy Awards. Yul Brynner for Best Actor, Charlton Heston for Best Actor, and Edward G. Robinson Honorary Award. Overall, The 10 Commandments featured 4 Oscar winners, Baxter, Brenner, Heston, and Robinson, and 3 Oscar nominees, Folk, Scott, and Anderson. So that's pretty cool. Cecil B. DeMille originally wanted Grace Kelly to play Sephora, but she was unavailable. I don't know how that would have went. Again, I still say Yvonne DiCarlo, best choice. I think she did great. Okay, let me see how many. I think I only have a few more, you guys. Yeah, just 3 more. I know we're in 20 minutes, but okay, so Martha Scott and Charlton Heston star opposite each other as a Hebrew mother and son again, and of course, Ben-Hur. And if you haven't seen that movie, it was made in 1959. It's a great movie. You should definitely check it out. And Vincent Price and Judith Anderson played again in Laura from 1944. So, or were in a movie in 1944. Laura is a good one. The girl that played the title character was Jean Tierney, and the detective, what was it? Dana Andrews. Great, great, great movie. I love it. I love that movie. And last but not least, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, this movie was the top money maker of 1957 in the US and Canada. So there are some little tidbits for you. And again, guys, this is all 10 Commandments. There's so much. So if you want to know anything that anything from the movie that they have listed or written down or quoted from the movie, actors, what they said, did, whatever, check out IMDb. Great website for that. All right. That's it for now. You guys know how I feel about my movies. And look, I know I probably showed you already. Oh, my book came. I'm so excited. I feel like once a month takes forever to get here, but I'm going to read this. It's so great. So if anybody, I know there's a few of you that have the Remind magazine. It's really, really nice. And there's some really good stuff in there, and you know how I am about my old movies. So I'm going to get off here now because I've left the hubby for long enough. He's been sitting, oh my gosh. I was doing hamburger meat, and I got to get my rings. I probably left them sitting on by the sink. That freaks me out. Okay, now I'm definitely going to get off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for your interest in movie classics. You guys know how I feel about them. I could talk through them, and I could just, or talk about them. I could just go on and on and on. But I won't. I'm going to let you finish out your Saturday. Oh, wait, your Sunday. The rest of your weekend. For those of you who have to go back to work in the morning, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. And I will put links below to IMDb. Anything else that I think you guys might find interesting, I'll pop it down there so you guys can click on it, like interviews and stuff. That'd be so cool. There was a few, the one with Deborah Paget that I was mentioning, I'll put that down there as well. Yeah, anyway, thanks again, and thanks for wanting to participate in this Cal. And please remember, if you do not have Facebook, you can send it to me in an email, happytohook@gmail.com, and I will gladly share your pictures with everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Happy hooking, everyone. Bye-bye.